ASAP is dami.
ASAP is ঘর
প্রেরণার স্রোত। যদি এক কথায় বলতে হয় এসএফ কি, তাহলে বলবো অসাধারণ উদ্যোগ।
Sette mas'ul dar consumer.
Mag-iisipite benas ka na.
ASAP is perubahan.
Eroa, that's like, it's amazing.
Hurt! A lot of hurt for ASAP 10 years.
Asia Safe Abortion Partnership was established in March 2008 as a result of a meeting among 35 individuals from across Asia. Since then, we have grown to work in over 22 countries, not just in South and Southeast Asia, but we are also working with members from Australia, some members from the Middle East. We identified 3 key groups of stakeholders. One was the young people, the other key group was healthcare providers, the third domain was media. So using these 3 stakeholders and our engagement with them, we were able to gradually build a membership of people who are genuinely committed to the issue.
We are the only regional body in Asia that is focusing and developing this idea that safe abortion movement is actually tied up with the feminist movement.
It's the definition of South to South support. This place where I found reproductive justice politics that I didn't find at home or in the region. It's a huge learning place. It's a place that feels safe, and it's a place that I can depend on.
ASAP doesn't posit itself very flamboyantly. In their very quiet way, they are bringing in issues of gender, of patriarchy, heteronormativity.
ASAP is really the only organization that fulfills all of these following checklist characteristics: regional across Asia, feminist, rights-based, focused on safe and legal abortion advocacy, and powerful.
The goal of the Asia Safe Abortion Partnership is to work towards a future where women and girls across Asia have their sexual and reproductive rights protected and fulfilled by their governments, where they have access to safe abortion services, and no one needs to put their health and life in danger simply because of an unwanted pregnancy.
ASAP talks about safe abortion, but actually we are addressing the whole spectrum of why safe abortion has got so many barriers.
ASAP likes to always position the safe abortion advocacy as part of the entire spectrum of gender and rights issues which affects people at large. So we've worked with groups who are preventing child marriages, refugee and migrant rights, on family planning and contraception access, human rights, public health. So I think that is really one of our agendas, is to make sure that no one can justifiably stay silent on the issue of women's right to safe abortion access.
And ASAP is definitely leading the abortion conversation and discussion and the discourse in the region.
It creates an important network for sharing resources, tools, ideas, and importantly, inspiration.
As a regional forum, we see ourselves as a platform for engagement, for experience sharing, as well as capacity building, which brings together the voices from the various country members to a common platform of understanding and sharing. We also recognize our role as bringing the voices from Asia to a global forum, where very often the voices are missing. And we also see our role as someone who brings the global perspective back down to the country level.
Supporting ASAP allows us to reach many more communities and many more national movements than as a small organization. IWHC alone has the capacity to touch, so that's really significant. And I'm particularly inspired by the focus of building youth leadership and youth capacity to seed this next generation in the feminist movement.
Currently, Asia has the largest number of young people as part of its population that it has ever had in its history. And I think that is something we need to recognize as a very critical point of engagement, because these are the young people whose sexual and reproductive health and rights are very important to fulfill in the future. And they need to be empowered to be able to fight for their own rights.
ASAP trusts young people. Its methodology of trusting young people, yet at the same time hand-holding. Nobody's left alone. Creating national mentors, creating national partners. It brings the right people to the table.
We've got so many young people who are now not talking just about safe abortion as a medical technology that has to be made accessible, but talking about feminism, talking about systems of coercion that states impose on women.
There's a global movement. What we are seeing in this 10th anniversary celebration is a global movement of young people.
To be a youth champion.
ASAP helped me look at the different aspects in this world. Joining ASAP was a different journey. It's a learning experience, journey of mentoring.
I learned a lot from ASAP.
It has opened my mind.
It basically told me to question what I was doing and why I was doing it and why was I continuing doing it even though I knew some of it was wrong.
My personal values got changed after being part of ASAP, after being youth champion.
From the day I took the Youth Advocacy Institute, first it made me very confused, and after I worked on my confusion, it really made me a pro-choice feminist youth activist.
A large part of learning and understanding and the work that I do today, which has deeply impacted not only who I am but the work that I do and I intend to do in the future, has come to ASAP.
ASAP made me myself now. The born, brave, confident youth champions, activists, feminists.
Being a part of ASAP means being a part of large network of like-minded people.
It's encouraging and inspiring networks of people who support each other for a common goal.
They are very inclusive in terms of welcoming people from different backgrounds. I'm representing disability, and not just me, they've always welcomed other communities also.
It gives us the feeling of solidarity.
The sisterhood, solidarity, that's what keeps us together.
When we are all together, we can make something very different. We can make change. We can achieve something that the individual cannot do it alone.
I learned a lot from the younger people.
I get the strength.
And I hope that the younger generation will take us forward.
ASAP is where all the future leaders come from.
যদি এক কথায় বলতে হয়, ASAP হচ্ছে একটি নতুন প্রজন্মের শুরু।
You have to be part of it.
I wish we could have more community and partnerships like ASAP everywhere in the world.
I think that ASAP is all ready to be launched as a serious global leader, and I had no doubts about it ever.
Happy anniversary to ASAP. To many more years, I am no longer a youth champion. I have aged and my hair has gone white, but I'm still coming.
Congratulations to ASAP on this very exciting milestone, and we look forward to the next 10 years and beyond.